Did you know that when astronauts go to space, they can grow up to 2 inches taller? It sounds like a pretty cool superpower, right? But the reality is far from a sci-fi dream. This temporary height gain is actually a sign of something much more disturbing happening to their bodies. On Earth, gravity constantly compresses our spines, keeping the fluid-filled discs between our vertebrae nice and compact. But in the microgravity of space, that compression vanishes. The discs expand, stretching the spine and making the astronaut taller. Imagine a spring being released from a heavy weight. That's essentially what happens to their backbone. But this isn't a gentle stretch. This sudden elongation is the first clue to the terrifying physiological toll that space travel takes. It's not just about getting a better view from a few inches higher, it's a symptom of the body being thrown into chaos. This spinal stretching is often accompanied by intense back pain. Many astronauts report feeling a constant nagging ache that can become debilitating. Their bodies are literally being pulled apart, and the muscles and ligaments that support the spine struggle to adapt. Think about it. Your back muscles have spent your entire life fighting gravity. Suddenly, their primary job is gone. They start to weaken and atrophy, a process called spinal unloading. This makes the spine more vulnerable and less stable. But the back pain is just the beginning. The real horror story lies in what happens when they return to Earth. That extra height disappears almost as quickly as it came, usually within a few days or weeks. But the damage is done. The rapid recompression of the spine puts astronauts at an incredibly high risk for herniated discs. In fact, studies have shown that astronauts are over 4 times more likely to suffer a herniated disc than people who have never left the planet. A herniated disc, or a slipped disc, is when the soft cushion between your vertebrae pushes out, pressing on nerves and causing excruciating pain, numbness, or weakness. For a highly trained astronaut, this kind of injury can be career-ending. The very journey that defined their life could leave them with chronic pain and physical limitations for the rest of it. It's a brutal trade-off, and the spine is just one piece of the puzzle. The lack of gravity wreaks havoc on the entire human body. Without the constant load-bearing work of walking and standing, bones begin to lose density at an alarming rate, about 1 to 2% per month. This is a condition similar to osteoporosis, but it happens much, much faster. Over a long-duration mission, an astronaut could lose as much bone mass as an elderly person does in a decade. This makes their bones fragile and susceptible to fractures upon returning to Earth's gravity. A simple trip or fall could have devastating consequences. Their muscles also waste away. Astronauts have to exercise for at least 2 hours every single day just to slow down this process of muscle atrophy. They use special treadmills, stationary bikes, and resistance machines designed to simulate the effects of gravity, but it's a constant uphill battle against their own biology. Then there's the fluid shift. On Earth, gravity pulls fluids down towards our legs. In space, these fluids redistribute, moving up into the chest and head. This is why astronauts often have puffy faces and skinny chicken legs. This fluid shift puts pressure on the heart, which can actually change in shape and shrink, because it doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood against gravity. It also puts pressure on the eyes. Many astronauts develop a condition known as spaceflight-associated neuroocular syndrome, or SANS. The pressure on the optic nerve can cause their vision to blur, and for some, this change is permanent. They go to space with perfect 20/20 vision and come back needing glasses. Imagine traveling to see the stars up close, only to have the journey permanently damage your ability to see them clearly from your own backyard. And we haven't even touched on the invisible threat, radiation. Outside the protective blanket of Earth's magnetic field, astronauts are bombarded with cosmic rays and solar particles. This exposure dramatically increases their lifetime risk of cancer and can damage the central nervous system. It's a silent, invisible danger that follows them long after their mission is over. So, while the idea of floating through space and growing a couple of inches taller sounds like an incredible adventure, it comes at a profound physical cost. The human body is a masterpiece of evolution, perfectly adapted for life on this planet. When we take it into the hostile environment of space, we're pushing it far beyond its intended limits. The astronauts who venture into the cosmos are not just explorers. They are human experiments, sacrificing their own health to push the boundaries of our knowledge. Their temporary height gain isn't a superpower. It's a warning sign from a body under siege. Thanks for watching. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of our universe. See you next time.